Toronto is a thriving and bustling city. It's a popular visitor destination and has a strong financial and retail community. There's a large downtown shopping center, and the city's subterranean walkways are lined with retail shops. It's home to 3 million people, and also the home of Teleguide, an innovative computer-based information system.
We're standing at the top of the CN Tower, which is the world's tallest freestanding structure and one of the top visitor attractions in Toronto. In fact, Toronto is one of the most viable tourist destinations in the world, attracting some 16 million visitations per year, these visitors annually spend $2.2 billion per year and contribute to the employment of some 75,000 people. We acknowledge that visitors only have so much time within the community. For this reason, by having Teleguide terminals located throughout the community, it reduces the amount of time that people are spending trying to figure out where they're going to dine, where they're going to shop, what attractions they're going to visit, and enables them more time to enjoy the amenities of this community, thus more time to spend money in metropolitan Toronto.
Teleguide, being an integral part of a marketing mix, combines a lot of the best features of many other communication vehicles. The color and action of television, the immediacy of radio, the in-depth of print, the complete information in brochures, the ease of selection in a directory format. All of these features are combined to create the value of a Teleguide system.
Teleguide has over 500 terminals in major locations around Toronto. By using telephone-like buttons, consumers can select information from 500 information providers, information on restaurants, hotels, retail shops, entertainment, financial services, weather, and sports. Over 15,000 pages of information.
VIA is Canada's passenger rail service and actually also one of the country's largest tour wholesalers. So we offer not only a mode of transportation, but complete packages as well, where we would include accommodation, sightseeing, and sometimes even tickets to special events that are happening around the country. Some of our tours are seasonal, and our train schedule changes twice annually. And we find with Teleguide that we can change the information quickly, and sometimes on short notice as well. So we find it a very effective medium. It's very flexible, innovative, and an effective way to tell people what we have to say.
It just says right to push a button, what to do. It's no problem. At first I thought it was going to be a difficult computer or something, but it's really easy.
As a typical full-service hotel, we have to market the catering department, the banquet department, the meeting and seminar opportunities within the hotel. One of the difficulties that I have in marketing this hotel is the fact that we have 3 restaurants within the hotel, and it seemed that Teleguide gave me the opportunity to list the 3 of those restaurants in one medium and provide a fair amount of information. We have a supper club within the hotel, and we change the entertainment every 2 weeks. Therefore, we're able to, for a very low cost, change that information on a constant basis. The same with our menu choices in the restaurants if we choose to do that.
Oh, it's very easy to use. The directions are quite simple, and it doesn't take much expertise to use it. I think anyone that can read can use it, yes.
Teleguide works for Captain John's Seafood Restaurant, located on a ship on Toronto's waterfront. Teleguide lists more than 300 restaurants by type, area, price, and also alphabetically. Captain John lists his menu, which he can update daily. A map to Captain John's. Special information. And even Captain John himself.
Special every day.
I question a lot of people where they're coming from, where they get to know where I am, and where to get to know about the restaurant and so on. And I got a lot of good response back that they get it from the Teleguide, from the hotel, or from different lobbies where the Teleguide are stationed. I do certain magazines, but I'm predominantly with the Teleguide. I think I was one of the first ones to introduce, and I'm still with them.
Teleguide monitors consumer use by direct marketing methods and third-party research.
Because it's a self-selecting system, they choose whether they want what's on sale, the location, where a store is looked at, what kind of merchandise the store has. It therefore satisfies their need for information, but satisfies it in what we phrase as a point of decision environment. If you're in a shopping center looking at a men's fashion store and get complete information on it, the propensity is very high that you will go and purchase something from that store.
You see it in places where you probably might get stuck if you didn't have anywhere else to go.
In the Teleguide, it also shows you if you're having a sale on that too, a special.
Okay, have you ever bought anything you've seen on the Teleguide?
Once I did. I bought something up. It was a special sale. I didn't know about it until I checked the Teleguide.
Not bad. How hard is it to use it?
It's pretty easy. Pretty primary. Couldn't be any easier. It's 1, 2, 3.
That consumer satisfaction is measured in 2 million page retrievals per week, measured in 1.6 million users per month, with 86% correct recall, and we know that about 60% of the people that use the system actually take action on what they look at. So we know that the success is there.
Markville's center has 150 shops and 10 Teleguide terminals.
It's very, very seldom that you don't see somebody standing around the terminal, whether it be a man waiting for his wife in a dress store or someone we actually have more terminals in the shopping center than we have directories. And we decided to test how many people are using the system. And we ran a contest asking people if they could count the panes of glass in the running skylight that runs right through our shopping center. We were quite astonished ourselves to find out that we had 400 correct answers out of 18,000 entries. And we're pleased and are pleased to be able to recommend it.
Teleguide matches the excitement of electronic graphics with the power of computer technology to give the individual retailer an edge on the future.
It is the perception of being up to date and constant. It is showing that their merchandise ability is staying with the times because of the trends of people wanting information, in-depth information, where they want it, at the time they want it, and allows them to bring their marketing into the 20th century.
Teleguide is successful because it satisfies the needs of information providers as well as the needs of consumers. Success means growth. Teleguides are now operating in Toronto, Ottawa, San Francisco, Sacramento, San Diego, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Tokyo, and now Singapore. And Teleguide is still growing.
It allows you the opportunity to reach a very broad range of audience for a very cost-effective price. And I think that that's important. The fact that in today's media you can push buttons and see exactly what is on in a very broad range of services being offered. And that's why I would use it and recommend it.